All right, so if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you are fat. Straight up. You see around here, I don't sugarcoat anything. So if you're easily offended, do not watch the video. But if you watch the video, this video can change your life over the next 3 months till the end of the year. Because check this out, bro. I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You probably lack confidence right now. You got the man titties shaking all over the place. You got the stomach you want to get rid of. You want to get ripped. You know what I'm saying? And you probably keep lying to yourself, telling yourself that the reason that you're single is because you just haven't met the right person, right? Even though deep down, you know it's just because you're not showing up as your best self physically. You're lacking confidence, man. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the strategies that I have used to actually get people insane results in a matter of months so that you can lose 30 pounds in the next 3 months, all right? I've used the same strategy on my clients, guys like Alec, who's dropped 40 pounds in 3 months, guys like Gio, Jamon, Eddie. List goes on and on, bro. I could have a fucking list. So that's proof that what I'm about to tell you actually works. And I'm going to share with you the 12 commandments so that you can actually lose 30 pounds or more by the end of the year. Now, before we begin, you have to understand one thing, bro. Okay. And I'm going to open up my notes because I did take some notes for this video. Is the reason that you're fat, you're 30 pounds overweight, you're 40 pounds overweight, is because of your habits and your decisions. It's not because you don't have Ozempic. It's not because of your genetics. It's not because your metabolism is shut down. It's not because, no, it's because of your habits and your lifestyle decisions. So in this video, if you literally write down everything I say and execute them, I guarantee you that you're gonna drop this fucking weight and you'll finally be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of what you see, okay? So without further ado, point number one, commandment number one is let's be in a calorie deficit by multiplying your body by 11. So if you weigh 200 pounds, multiply your body by 11, okay? If you're really overweight, multiply your body weight times 10. So let's say you're 250 pounds, right? You can multiply that by 10. That's gonna give you 2,500 calories. What you're gonna wanna do now is you're gonna wanna go to the app store and download MyFitnessPal. It's a calorie tracking app. And we're gonna begin to track our calories every single day because you have to eat this number of calories every single day consistently if you wish to lose weight consistently, okay? So now that you're on the MyFitnessPal app, you're gonna enter your daily target calories based on the calculation I just gave you, okay? And what you're gonna wanna do now is put the macro distribution at 45% carbs, 35% protein, okay, and 20% fats. Huncho, what the hell are you talking about? If this is too complicated and I'm going too fast, I made a whole 1 hour full guide video on macros, how to track and calculate them if you're a complete beginner. Okay, so you can go ahead. I'm gonna post that video in the description. Or if you need help with this personally and you want fast fucking results like all of my clients, just book a call in the description below to see if you're a good fit for the program. Now, that's the first thing you want to do is track your calories every single day and also track your macros every single day. If you do not do that and you're listening to all these guys on YouTube talking about you don't need to track your calories and all you need to do is eat clean, guys, you can eat clean all you want, but you're not going to guarantee that you drop weight every single week. The only way to do that is by tracking everything you put in your mouth. Pause. Okay? So that's the first commandment. Second commandment is you have to control the cheat meals. Now, some of the guys on my program, they have weekly cheat meals, right? But you have to control them because what happens is, guys, you are addicted to junk foods, right? And so what people do is they'll erase a whole week of progress because they reward themselves at the end of the week with the very thing they're addicted to. It's like a cocaine addict. Holy shit, I've been clean for 1 week. Let me go have a bump. Let me snort some coke. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Absolutely not, okay? So you have to control the cheat meals because you can erase a whole week of progress by eating this shit, okay? If you are having cheat meals, you should be tracking the calories, going to restaurants that only have the calories on the menu, and being careful because they always underestimate it, okay? So if you know that you're only supposed to eat 2,000 calories a day, you should be keeping an eye on everything that you're eating and minimizing the cheat meals to once a week at most, and understanding that the reason you're having a cheat meal is not to fucking pig out. It's to have social time with your family, with your wife, with your kids, with your friends, okay? So that's what I tell my clients is like, guys, look, if I'm gonna give you a weekly cheat meal, understand that the whole purpose that you're eating this meal is not for your own pleasure. It's to socialize with family and build relationships. Because we do not want to alienate our families in the process, if you do have a family, while we're dropping these 30 to 40 to 50 pounds, okay? So step two is control the fucking cheat meals. And if you're gonna have cheat meals, have the right mentality. And secondly, track the calories, please, okay? You do not want to race a full week of progress. Now, point number 3 is you need to clean up your food choices. All this shit about protein bars and fucking ice cream and counting calories, because calories is all that matters, guys. If you continue eating these processed foods that have a list of ingredients in the label that you can't even pronounce, your stomach inflammation is never gonna go down completely. The reason that you see my guys, they're getting ripped 6-packs from having big ass stomachs, go through my transformations, bro, is because I clean up their food choices. Stick to whole foods, oatmeals, the egg whites, the eggs, the avocados. You know what I'm saying? The chicken breasts, chicken thighs, ground beef, steaks, potatoes, right? And you can have cool and fun recipes as long as you're tracking it, like we said in point number 1. But be sure that you're staying away from processed foods that you cannot even pronounce the ingredient label, because what that happens is your body is ingesting ingredients that it was never meant to digest or process. And when that happens, your shit gets inflamed, okay? That's why a lot of people have big ass stomachs, straight up. So point number 3 is clean up your food choices as well. Number 4 is you have to take control of your sleep routine. By now, you probably haven't been taking your sleep serious, and yeah, you're fat. So pay attention, okay? You have to take your sleep seriously. Guys, I want you to think about this. Does anything good ever happen after 10 p.m. at night? I want you to think about that. The only thing that happens after 10 p.m. at night that's productive is maybe piping down the old lady. But other than that, that's it. Because what happens most times is you either get a booty call at 2 to 3 in the morning, which makes you go to sleep late at 6 in the morning, and you're waking up late for work, you're waking up late to the gym, you can't prep your meals because you woke up late because you had a 2 a.m. booty call. Or when you stay up too late, you're getting super hungry. Or when you stay up too late, you're scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. So what am I getting at? What I'm getting at is, guys, you have to go to sleep early. 10 p.m. is a great time to go to sleep. Why? Because nothing good ever happens after 10 p.m. Anybody watching this video, write down in the comments if anything good has ever happened after 10 p.m. Probably not. You get super hungry, you start to eat shit, that's when the cravings happen, and then you go to sleep late, and then you wake up late, and you can't even prepare for the next day, okay? So you should be getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep, at the minimum 5 to 6, because what happens is if you don't get enough sleep, you're not able to lose fat consistently. If you struggle with fat loss, you should be doing everything you can to get your sleep correct. Because what happens is once you have bad night's sleep over and over again for several weeks, the body's hormones, the cortisol levels, will prevent you from actually losing fat. And this has been proven in studies. So yeah, you'll be able to lose weight the first month, right? But you'll hit a sticking point. You'll stall. You'll get stuck. And I've had this happen with several guys that I've helped coach through. I've helped coach them through that, right? So your sleep has to be fixed so that we can continue making progress throughout the 3 months, the 4 months, or however long you want to do a fat loss phase for, okay? Now, the 5th thing is you're going to want to eat every 4 to 6 hours. Intermittent fasting is not the most optimal thing. When your blood sugar levels drop because you haven't ate food for such a long time, that's when you start looking at, holy shit, that pizza looks great. Oh my God, I want a burger. Oh my God. You start looking at these Snickers bar and Reese's peanut butter cups because you're in a hunger state because your blood sugar has dropped. So in order to avoid this, you should be eating every 4 to 6 hours, okay? And you should have a protein portion with every single meal. So eggs, chicken, beef, steaks, you know what I'm saying? Whey protein, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. If you're a vegetarian, you can have what do they call that? The tofu, right? But you should have a section of protein on your plate every single meal, and you should be eating every 4 to 6 hours to prevent those spikes in hunger, okay? Now, point number 6 is you need to learn to accept hunger as a sign of progress. And you need to learn how to stay busy and productive as a man. And nobody else is going to tell you this on YouTube, but Huncho's going to say it, okay? Sooner or later, you're going to have to get comfortable with the idea of being hungry. Because if we're being real, bro, the reason you're fat is because every time you felt hungry, you've been stuffing your face with food, right? You think our ancestors lived like that? Absolutely not. That's why they look like Greek gods, and that's why we look like shit. So you're going to need to start getting comfortable with the idea of being hungry. And the only way to do that is by staying productive and staying preoccupied, right? Because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. If you're having 4 hours a day where you're doing nothing and you're hungry, I guarantee you're going to snack on something. Guys, I've been doing this for 10 years. I guarantee when you're in a fat loss phase and you're not doing anything for 3 to 4 hours and you're hungry, you're going to snack on something. I guarantee it. So the best way to actually get your mind off hunger and accept it is by staying busy and preoccupied. Go do some activities, get a second job. I guarantee if you do that, if you focus on hobbies, if you go out and do something productive or you want to socialize, bro, you're going to get ripped as hell because you're not even going to remember being hungry because you're going to be so active and productive, which you should be as a man, right? So I believe that was point number 6 is accept hunger as a sign of progress. Okay, and start being productive and start getting busy. Point number 7 is walking is the best form of fat loss exercise. Why do I say that? Because you can walk for 2 to 3 hours and not even really get tired. And you can do that 7 days a week. You can do that for 3, 6, 12 months straight without having any adverse effects. None of the guys that are on my program do any sort of running, any sort of fucking jump rope, none of that shit. They all do walking. Okay. And if you work a sedentary job, I would start walking every single day for at least 30 minutes if you were working a sedentary job. Okay. So you're going to want to start implementing walking, whether that's after your workouts. You can do the treadmill for 20 minutes. You can do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. You can do the elliptical for 20 minutes, or you can go walking outside for 30 minutes every single day just to start getting active because, guys, walking is very, very good for fat loss because you're not going to tire yourself out because guess what? We're going to use that energy on building muscle. And that is the next point, okay? Point number 8 is you have to lift at least 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. Why do I say 4 days a week? Because, guys, anybody telling you on YouTube that you can lift 3 days a week and look like amazing, they're lying to you straight up. Okay, they're lying to you. You're gonna want to lift 4 to 5 days a week following a hypertrophy program. You guys can go to bodybuilding.com, download any of the programs there. Obviously, they're not the greatest, but damn, bro, if you just execute that for the next several months, just follow that, right? And guys, you need to build muscle in order to burn even more fat. So if you're doing this fat loss phase and getting rid of these 30 pounds in the next 3 months, and you're just walking around, yeah, you're gonna lose weight, right? But that's not what this is about. This is about looking like a Greek god. Okay, this is about looking ripped and looking masculine, not just fucking looking like a sucked, skinny down version of yourself or just, oh yeah, you lost some weight. Nah, you look good, right? So you're gonna wanna lift, okay? So just download one of those programs on bodybuilding.com. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna give out my programs for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's point number 8 is you have to lift in order to build muscle because the more muscle that you build over this fat loss phase, the more fat you're going to burn long term. It's going to make a huge difference. Okay. Now, point number 9, you're going to want to stop fucking snacking and drinking your calories. This is the most crazy thing I've ever seen, bro. We have grown men asking for snacks, eating snacks. Bro, look at yourself, man. That's why you're fat as fuck. You're always wanting to munch on something. We're grown fucking men. We eat meals. We eat fucking meals. So all that snacking shit, the peanuts and the almonds, the amount of calories that nuts have, like nuts, almonds, and peanuts, you would surprise yourself, bro. Okay, so all those snacking stuff that you're eating, the bars or the little juices here on juice, bro, you're adding up calories to the point where you literally put yourself in a calorie surplus at the end of the week. So you're going to want to stop the snacking and stop the drinking calories and stop the macchiatos and stop the little extra sugar shit. Because I guarantee you, okay, you're watching this video because you haven't had results. And that's one of the reasons why. So stop the snacking. Like I said before, in one of the other points, you want to eat every 4 to 6 hours, okay, 3 to 4 times a day. Now, point number 10, commandment number 10. When you stop losing weight, you're going to want to lower your calories by 200, okay? So every time you stop losing weight, let's say you weigh yourself weekly to assess your progress. You're gonna wanna lower your calorie target by 200 calories, okay? And make sure you're tracking everything like point number 1 on MyFitnessPal or Lose It app or any other calorie tracker that's actually accurate, okay? So, point number 11, stop cooking your food in so much oil. I tell all of my guys, bro, do not bask the steak, the chicken, the salmon, the fish, whatever you're eating in oils. Because I made this mistake early on when I did my first fat loss phase. I remember I think I was about 20 years old when I did the first fat loss phase on my own before I ever got a coach. And I was eating like steak 3 times a day. And I was wondering like, dude, why is my body not getting definition? I'm eating broccoli and steak. It's because I was freaking frying the steak in a shit ton of oil. You know what I'm saying? So guys, use the PAM sprays to moisten the pan and not overconsume calories through fats, because that can negatively impact your ability to lose fat if you're eating too much fat, okay? So make sure, unless you're doing like a carnivore diet, do not bask the foods in oils, please. That is a big mistake that I see a lot of people doing, right? Commandment number 12 is drinking 0-calorie soda. Okay, this is gonna be a major hack to make this sustainable. A lot of people right now are saying, oh, this guy's promoting cancerous products. Guys, look, I don't know if that shit causes cancer, all right? I think the research is inconclusive. What I know is that I'm walking around with a 6-pack, so you should probably listen to what I'm saying, okay? So if you get hungry, or if you feel like you want something sweet, okay, or if you feel like you're getting a craving, having diet sodas on hand is actually critical. When I'm in my fat loss phases, guys, I literally drink like 3 diet sodas a day. 3 to 4 a day sometimes, okay? Right? So you're gonna wanna drink the diet sodas, and make sure you also drink black coffee with no sugar in it, because this is gonna help you actually curb your cravings, and it's gonna make this fat loss phase as sustainable as possible. Bro, if you literally follow those 12 commandments, not 10, they're 12. You follow those 12 commandments and you track everything you do, everything I told you, I guarantee you, you're gonna come back to this video and you're gonna be like, bro, it's end of the new year, bro, and I'm looking like a different man, right? So, guys, let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you're new and you were confused by some of this stuff, I'm gonna post a video in the link in the comment section below about a full 1-hour guide that I have on actually how to dial in your nutrition and do your nutrition and do all this stuff. But if you want some crazy results like my guys, bro, dude, hop on the program, bro. I've proven that I can get people in crazy shape in a short amount of time. So if you're ready and committed and serious, okay, to be held accountable as well, because guys, look, man, I tell you the truth to your face. So if you're easily offended, don't even bother with the program, right? But if you're serious about getting results, just book a call below and we'll see if you're a good fit for the program. But anyways, guys, hope you guys found that helpful. Southpaw Huncho checking out. Peace.